Whether you're fly fishing in a stream, getting those ankles wet, or deep in the ocean casting nets, Fish Nerds. Fish Nerds. Fish Nerds.
Hello and welcome to the Fish Nerds, the show about fish, fishing, and eating fish. Clay Groves with you, Chief Executive Fish Nerd, Licensed Fishing Guide, your best friend. We are rolling into day 13 of National Podcast Posting Month, where every day this month we are posting a new, hard to say it, a new podcast. I did it. I'm a hero. And this month's theme are Fishy Pet Peeves, and we're asking you, you, to call in with your Fishy Pet Peeves. Get your voice here on the podcast. Our phone number is 607-378-FISH. It's probably the easiest way to get your voice on. That's what Joe did from Laughing Apples Farm in New Brunswick. He called in with his Fishy Pet Peeves. Why don't we jump right into Joe?
Good morning, Fish Nerd Nation. My name is Joe Van Ord. I was just heading over to my orchard to do some final cleanup work as we're done at Laughing Apple Farms here in New Brunswick. New Brunswick borders Maine. We have an amazing fishery up here. We have a striped bass population that's really started to come along. We catch beautiful trout. We have amazing bass. I think we're going to set the world record musky weight here in the next few years in some of our rivers. We also have a beautiful sturgeon fishery that I spend a lot of time doing. But I'm not here to talk about what we do here. I'm here to talk about my biggest pet peeve. Of all the different fisheries we have in New Brunswick, ice fishing is my favorite. We are limited to the amount of areas we can go to, but it is a lot of fun and we're able to catch a lot of nice fish. So the one thing about ice fishing is the more people you have, the more fun it is. It's the one fishery where the more people you can get out, the better time you have on the ice. I invite people ice fishing all the time, and my biggest pet peeve is when I tell people, wear good footwear. And then when the day comes before, I say, do you all have good footwear? The day ahead, or the day of, I send a message saying, make sure you have good footwear. And people come out in rubber boots, or who knows, Crocs, and freeze their butts off. It's winter, it's cold, and I let you know 3 times. I don't know what else to say. Thank you very much. Hope you have a wonderful day. Tight line, Valentine's.
All right. Thank you so much, Joe. Appreciate you calling in. And you're one of only 594 listeners in Canada, so part of a small group of listeners in Canada. We appreciate you checking in with us. Laughing Apples Farms in New Brunswick. I'll have to make a trip up there sometime because I get up near your area once in a while. I'd love to check it out. But yeah, you are on the money. First of all, you said the more people you bring ice fishing, the more fun it is. Could not agree more. That is totally a truth about ice fishing. It's that camaraderie with being miserable sometimes makes it far less miserable. It's like exponentially better with a good crowd out there on the ice. And your pet peeve about the wrong footwear, you couldn't be more right. Holy smokes. I've seen exactly what you see. And as a guide, ice fishing guide, I bring clients out on the ice all the time. And what I tell everyone is there's nothing more important on the ice than what's on your feet. And they almost never, about half don't seem to get the memo. And you see, you'd be really careful too. I took Boston Public Radio ice fishing, and we said, make sure you wear good boots. And good boots to a city person is very different than good boots to a mountain person. So good boots to a city person might mean like some nice Italian leather or something like that. Anyway, they show up with these thin little boots on. Their feet are wet in the first 10 minutes, and it really is game over once their feet get cold. I've had clients end their fishing trips early because they wore sneakers. I've had people wear Uggs. I guess they're made out of lamb or something, but they're just a cheap leather that soaks up water like a sponge. And it does wreck their entire day. And no matter how many times you say it, they still can't seem to wrap their minds around what waterproof means and what good means. So got to be very, very specific when bringing those people out on the ice. Thanks again, Joe. Appreciate you. Now, if you want to get your voice here on the podcast, and we do need him, Joe was our last caller for the month so far, so we've used up all of our people. Give us a call, 607-378-FISH. Leave us your fishy pet peeve on our voicemail. If you don't want to use voicemail, grab your cell phone, open up the voice memo app, and push record. Leave it there. And email it to clay@fishnerds.com, or go to fishnerds.com, and there's a little picture of a microphone on there. Push that button and start recording, and boom, you are in. If you've got a business or something you want to mention while you're on it, we are happy to get that on the podcast as well. And anyone who calls in this month is entered to win great prizes from Glasswater Angling and the Fish Nerds. We've got a whole prize package put together for you. You're going to love it. So give us a call or drop us an email and get your voice on the show this month for National Podcast Posting Month. And we do have regular episodes scheduled to come out as well. Boom. That's it. Fish Nerds out.